asked the most questions as well, so that's always a big plus.
Between 2015 and 17, Van Gerwen won 15 big TV titles. 2017 was his annus mirabilis when he looked completely unplayable. People said he'd never get back to that, but let's get it right. This year in 2022, he's won the Premier League, the World Match Play, and the Queensland Masters on the World Series. I'm not sure you could say he's back to what he was in 2017 when he really was the tungsten Terminator, but there are signs that he could get back to that, John, and if he does, that's exciting for viewers but frightening for other darts players.
Well, his Premier League win and the match play wins, very assured, and he was asked loads of questions in both of those and answered everything. Really phenomenal the year he's had.
And arguably he's looked even better in this tournament. He wants double 18, he nails double 18.
It's been very, very good.
If Aspinall does win tonight, he'll become only the 10th player to win the World Grand Prix. Van Gerwen, one of the 9 who have done so, along with Taylor, Warren Little, Lloyd, Wade, Thornton, Gurney, Price and Clayton.
140.
A very challenging tournament to win this.
134. Michael O'Barr, 58.
Tops here for MVG to breeze through the opening stanza, and he has done so. Nice little 15 dart from Michael Van Gerwen. He's got to find a way to get a foothold back in this match. And this is a really good leg of darts he's constructing here, no mistake.
Well, yeah, he's an outside chance for a 12-dart leg.
140.
More importantly, 15 would do. Well, yes, double 12.
120.
Really, that would have just helped his emotions, I think. It would. No harm done, though, as long as he can get it when he comes back.
A double that he could afford to miss, and there won't be many of those tonight, you don't think. And he doesn't miss the second time events game. What a great leg by Aspinall there. It really was.
Really great stuff now. It didn't take long for this match to get into full swing, did it, Rod? This is really phenomenal stuff. And again leaves double after 12.
Oh, he loves a 145 at the Grand Prix. He wants tops.
Wow.
16.
Really good.
That was a real bell ringer. Aspinall wants double 8 to stop the surge from his opponent. And he does. Last dart in hand. Nathan Aspinall hangs on in this set, takes the lead in this set.
Himself.
Yeah, Gavin Price perplexingly offered very little in that semi-final that Aspinall won, well, relatively comfortably, although it threatened to get a bit twitchy later on. Now then, Van Gerwen, though, has left after a dozen darts, double 16. Oh, unlucky. It just couldn't force its way through the previous 2 darts. Van Gerwen to level up this set, and he has done so. So now we reach our first 5th leg.
And the 5th leg of this set has not been anything like the other legs, but it's still a tense affair.
Very much so. Van Gerwen has the edge, though. 6 points in front, plus these at the business end of this leg, and therefore the business end of the set. To leave 84, and Aspinall now needs at least 1 big treble and probably 2. Disappointment for the Aspinall.
Oh, he spurned 14 for ball.
Well, he did indeed. Now, what's he thinking there? This is a big final against an elite level opponent. He's taken a chance there, Michael Van Gerwen. Well, Aspinall could make him pay for his non-going for the ball, and they're both on tops, and Van Gerwen gets first chance, and Van Gerwen takes the chance. There have only been 20 ton-plus averages in the 25-year history now of the World Grand Prix, and Van Gerwen at the moment is averaging almost, well, now over 101 and almost 102.
That he's over 50% doubling in and over 50% doubling out as well, as we just saw there. That's really hard to overcome that if you're the opponent. Just so few mistakes made.
Van Gerwen's best ever at the Grand Prix, 104.47 in 2013, round one. Do you remember that, John? You stood and watched most of it from the perfect vantage point on the stage.
He hit a 12-darter in the 5th leg of the 2nd set to break my throw, and I was sitting on double.
Right.
So I do remember it quite vividly. He needed every ounce of that to get me.
Double 16 here, and there he goes again with a second ton-plus outshot with him in this leg, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. But another, not this time. So he leaves the 2-darter when he comes back, as he will, and that 2-dart combination will be for a 3-0 lead for Michael Van Gerwen, the 5 times World Grand Prix champ.
45, Michael, we require 56.
Double top, 2 in hand, 1 in hand. Well, for just a moment there, he seemed he might be vulnerable to a couple of missed darts. That was in 2015, by the way. Beautiful darts from Nathan Aspinall.
Perfect timing. Does it mean anything? He went for 2 double 19s there. It's not a very good first dart at it. Now Aspinall does get the chance. He so deserves.
Double 12. And he crafted the opportunity but did not take it. And a little bit of similarity with that leg in the...
Well, should he have had a 180? The 180 would have helped him. He needed it from behind. Maybe he'll get it now. Yeah, that's the way. How you like that?
26.
Single leaves the ball. Bullseye, 1-2-6 finish.
101. Michael requires 61.
For double 18, the outer ball. For double 9, last dart in hand.
43.
Wow, that's a little telling.
25.
Unusually far away. Double 8, he's mastered that. Double 4, it'll have to be, though.
17.
And another 2 darts. Well, 3 if you include the bull. You take a leg here, and Michael's the cleanup crew.
They were both faffing on the finishing, but Van Gerwen brought the curtain down with that double 9. 4 up. Perfect to leave tops.
74.
Yeah. Nathan at 176, really feeling a bit despondent, knowing he had chances already and they went away.
And Michael Van Gerwen moved to the brink of a 6th World Grand Prix title. Double Nathan Aspinall, but the chances really have been scarce, and when they are scarce, it becomes harder to take them, I think.
But yes, and for it to ultimately affect the outcome of a match where you're being so outplayed, you need to take about 80 to 90% of the chances you get. You almost have to be perfect on those occasions.
If any crumbs drop off the Van Gerwen table, you have got to gobble them up.
That is it. They can't even hit the floor. You lose
no
something.
good just letting them end up in the trash. And Van Gerwen puts another leg on the ledge.
The best he's had to offer so far is that at least he took a couple of sets to the 5th leg.
Yeah, but this is like trying to contain a bucking bronco armed only with a small ball of string.
No crash helmet.
99.
There's no stopping this man when he's in this kind of form.
Well, Nathan will get a chance for 57.
He will indeed.
42.
And he's got 6 darts. No, he hasn't. He's got 3 now, because Van Gerwen could take out the 146. He did against Aspinall in the match play. Double 10. And this time he does hang on.
He's in trouble, and then he just digs out a big 2 treble turn, and Nathan does the same. I think we've gone back to where we were about 2 sets ago, quality-wise. They're both throwing very well here.
Not this time, but at least he does know here that the double attempt will come under only a minimum amount of pressure. Well, I say minimum, because the maximum makes it a little bit more of the heat on the back of Nathan Aspinall's neck, and it's coming from Michael van Gerwen. It makes no difference. Nathan Aspinall has a chance now of taking a set off van Gerwen, because he leads here 2 legs to 1, and he's got the darts. Of where these missiles are going, but sometimes when van Gerwen is in this kind of form, it looks as though he can place them wherever he wants, whenever he wants.
Yeah, and he misses. You say, why did he do that?
Exactly.
He could have put it where he wanted.
Now Nathan needs the setup. And that will probably do in the end. It ought to do, but van Gerwen 1-4-5, not this time. So Nathan Aspinall with a 2-dart combo to take a set and delay the coronation. Tops for the Asp. Yes, sir. Well, fair play to Nathan Aspinall.
When you're not. Tournament stats before the final, Nathan just about the same 180 per leg number as Michael. Very proficient, the 2 of them.
Not a format that lends itself to many maximums, because your first visit of each leg cannot be one.
Yeah, so Michael makes up for it by 160s.
Tops here. And he goes, levels up.
140.
And Gil would like to hear another cry of 140 from referee Kirk Bevins, because that would leave him a nice little 2-dart combo, and that's what he's left. 44.
Probably a double 5 then. Look at how perfect that double 5 was. Those double stats are in the end.
No, whilst it's irrelevant, it's also interesting to note that the leg score here is 14-10 to van Gerwen. So if Aspinall can win this leg, as seems likely, there'll only be 3 legs between the players. So it's a relatively close game in that regard.
50.
He wants 52 here, Aspinall. He wants 32. He wants double 16. He wants double 8 now. Yes! And Nathan Aspinall takes another set. Back-to-back sets in point of fact. Confused himself by not hitting the treble 19. He just expects to hit everything he aims at. The ball.
103. 52.
That would have been nice, because he needs a break of throw in this. Double 16 now for Michael.
36.
Somehow it made contact with the other dart on the right side of it, but didn't get in.
Double 8. Straight legs, and the leg score is now 15-12. Since the end of the first set, this match has been 24 legs played, split 12 each. So since the end of the first set, this has been a very close darts match. The damage done early by van Gerwen.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when it was 4-0, we kind of lost the feeling that it was the tension there. But Nathan never stopped believing. There's no way he could have to come back the way he has.
Double 16.
89.
Well, at that point, John, at 4-0, I defy anyone to believe that this, what we're witnessing now, could possibly have happened.
Yeah, and don't forget, MVG won the first leg of the next set, the fifth set.
But it is happening, and it's still happening here. Double 16, and suddenly he can't find the finish. He cannot find the finish. In this set, he has missed 5 darts at double 16 or double 8.
And for a third break of throw in the set.
For a one-set game. Double 10.
Yeah,
he's got another 3.
Do you remember earlier in the match when I was saying about with Michael not on the finish, you should miss the tops
Yes,
high.
John, I recall your words of wisdom very well. I always listen to your words of wisdom. But it's so right, there are better places to miss, aren't there?
Now he's got to deal with this, and he does well. He's hit the double 5 before. Good to see Nathan Aspinall. The favorite, the top guy never gets credit for doing the hardest things. There's no justice in that. That's just how it is. You're expected to be Michael van Gerwen and do everything and win everything. And that's what he wants again.
The tops from 116.
96.
He's had a 116 already tonight. That's the highest finish of the match. He almost matched it there. Aspinall needs a 114 to keep the ball rolling. He wants double top. He can't find it, and you can see how important he felt that dart was. And Van Gerwen likewise, no doubt. Double 10 for MVG. And Michael van Gerwen, after all the trials and tribulations.
Michael's going to put a lot of pressure on it. Yeah, that's just what he does.
92. Making you require 40.
And Van Gerwen does not get a poke at the big outshot there either.
Justice in
no, it's
praise.
Been an absolutely incredible fight back.
108.
Oh, and look at that. Just phenomenal stuff.
Yeah, Aspinall has proved himself to be a man of absolute granite.
Well, he's unlucky he wasn't going for another 180 there. Another great visit from Van Gerwen. The pressure, the 110.
Well, it's the 146 that KO'd Aspinall at the match play. Irony of ironies. Could it happen again?
45.
Then it was 2 treble 20s and double 13, as I recall. There it is. But not this time. Not dart Javu, as Wayne Mardle would call it. 65, separating Aspinall from a level tie, a level final. Tops! Oh, and Michael van Gerwen has had to endure a lot of agony to get to the moment of ecstasy, but is this it? It is! Eventually it is another Grand Prix crown for Michael van Gerwen, and it's now 6 of the best.
The magnificent trophy, and for the 6th time in his career, we crown him the BoyleSports World Grand Prix champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Michael